Evervale. No, wait, wrong show. Ever-Earth. A vast world made up of 7 kingdoms. I won't bore you with every little detail. You've seen a D&D show before. Orcs, sea monsters, swords, shields, magic, you name it. It's here. Except for me, Mythomatic. I'm not in this one. Well, I usually am. I play the character Umlaut. He's a Star Guardian druid, warlock, warforged, treant hybrid. He's probably one of the most interesting characters in the campaign, but unfortunately, he's not in this chapter of the campaign either. The characters you will be meeting today are part of a huge unaffiliated guild that exists across Ever-Earth known as the Jax Guild. Multi-skilled members who are hired to take on a variety of jobs, from combat-based epic adventures to helping old grandpas sweep their porch. The group we are following are already established Jack Guild members who have completed a variety of quests, earning renown, gold, and treasures along the way. They've laughed, they've cheered, and cried. They've won, they've lost, and died for all manner of things. So let's head to the idyllic kingdom of Vale, in the central location of Stone Town, to a strange, ship-shaped building that houses the Jax Guild, and find out who's picking a quest from the board at the local tavern, the Oracle's Rest.
Previously on Oracle's Rest, the party joined the Jax Guild. With a drop of their blood, their uniquely tuned Jax stones are created. Ibby Buzzfizz needs help with a werewolf. The party dispatch it easily, but is that a small cut on Abe's hand? Old Millicent gave the gang some cookies. Holy crap, that Warforged just lost all the metal on his body. That's an X-rated bookstore. Zolan 10 Shadow has stolen a white dragon egg on behalf of the Church of Tiamat. Not good. That halfling is about to be eaten by lizard men. Oops, half the party just got wiped out by upsetting Rythnax the Black. Hey look, that halfling put the metal back on that Warforged with some dragon scale upgrades. Nice. Who are these Minotaur bros? They look familiar. Puppy! Collected 17 glow blossoms. Nice. Uh-oh, the dead king is attacking a heck of a lot of towns across the kingdoms. That was close. Back to business as usual. Wait, what's wrong with Abe? Is it the werewolf thing? No? Oh, he can't speak? Infection? Magical spores? Locate the source then. It's where? The Underdark. Oof. Alright, that fortress looks bad. Oh, there's a black dragon outside. Not the same one? No? Okay, thank the Lord. Oh, it's his daughter. But she likes you. She's showing you a secret way in. Awesome. Holy shit, you guys slaughtered those poor kobolds. There's more of them upstairs? Sounds a hell of a lot like Roll Initiative to me.
Okay. We're jumping straight in. I hope you're all prepared, because we're carrying on. And you're all here this time, but that doesn't change anything for the rest of us. We're carrying on. I've been drinking. So, you guys find yourselves in the Underdark fortress that you were wandering through previously. You encountered a bunch of kobolds that were living in this fortress that once belonged to a bunch of dwarves. However, you obliterated the kobolds that were standing guard because you were able to sneak in the back entrance and then just ruin their lives while they were setting a trap for you to walk in the front door. You came in the back door and killed them all. You then headed up the stairs in a particular formation that I've forgotten because it happened 2 weeks ago. And so whatever formation you walk up the stairs in is the formation you walk up the stairs in. And as you rush up the stairs of this ancient dwarven keep, now overrun with kobolds, you hear these small reptilian creatures crying and rallying. The sounds of their little swords drawing from scabbards, and you can hear a kind of metallic grinding sound as a gate falls closed behind you, and it traps you in this hallway. And ahead of you, let's say Kin and Ray. You're the first ones up the stairs. Everyone else kind of piling up behind them, and then a gate closing down, kind of crushing the stone behind you and pushing you all up against each other. You see a kobold chieftain He's you can tell the difference between the kobolds in their rank because the smallest ones are the most powerful ones. He's very, very small, but he also has kind of like a Marowak from Pokemon, like a skull of like another larger reptile on over the top of his head. He's sitting on top of a rumbling, choking, smoking cannon. He shrugs a kind of random rock into the opening of the cannon, puts a light to the fuse, and then this thing fires as this rock is launched down the hallway, crashing into the wall behind you, explodes into brick and debris. It's raining down above you. The small eyes of several kobolds are peering out at you from varying doorways along this hall. And I'm going to bring you over to the battle map of the this fortress. Now, this fight has some interesting mechanics. There's a reason that we couldn't play on Saturday. Here we are. So, let me just set this up. So, you should all be on there, I think, on the far left-hand side of the map. If you could roll initiative while I where am I putting this? I'll put it here. Tell you how this works. You'll see that there are two lines or two columns on the ground. As a bonus action, this cannon is going to move on its turn, and with its action, it's going to fire a straight line. It's going to fire in a straight line down either the blue or the red lines.
I see Min. Where is Min?
Hold on. Min's on the way. Quiet Tuesday. Hold on.
I don't think I'm on there either. I don't think Min is on
Oh,
there
I know
either.
why I moved you all off. Don't worry. It is because I had to move Abe. Because I remember now, it was Abe that ran up the stairs first. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Click the token, and away you go. This cannon is going to fire down the lines here, and you are going to have to deal with it. So, you will also notice, and I'm giving you this for free, that through a crack in a brick in the wall, there is a kobold engineer. And he is the worst one. You feel sort of just a mild hatred towards him, I think. Just naturally. All of you. I don't like to impose upon you how you feel in games usually, but for sure you definitely feel a little bit of hatred. There's something about him that's just so annoying. And he's pulling all of these little levers and stuff, and you notice that they seem to be controlling the varying gates. There is a portcullis behind you that is slammed closed, forcing you to stay up on this upper level. And there is also a portcullis in front of the Kobold Chieftain here. It's kind of hard to see on the map, but it is there. And he has a little kind of window that he can fire this thing through. He's loading like random bricks and stuff into it. There are two kobold alchemists that look a little more powerful than the others, and the rest of this room is a bunch of little kobolds with swords and stuff. I'm going to roll initiative. All the kobolds will go on one turn, then the alchemists are going to go on the other, and then the chieftain is going to be firing his cannon on his turn. And I should let you know, I have no idea what these creatures can do. I've had 3 weeks to prepare this and have not read
Perfect.
what the kobolds can actually do on their turn. The kobold alchemists. So.
Oh boy.
Not kidding when I tell you the only extra level of effort that went into this was throwing up an overlay and making an intro with my favorite DM, Matt Mercer. He did a special intro for us. Did you enjoy that?
Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Matt.
He's not here. He couldn't be here this week. He normally
No.
plays.
Fucking Matt. Typical, really.
Typical. I have so little space for this. I haven't DM'd on a show. It's so long. And then okay, so Kobold Alchemists will go on initiative 16. Kobold Chieftain gonna go on 16 as well. And then everyone's on there, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
so.
Well,
There now.
surprise, surprise, Dwin, you are going first. For the sake of
Okay.
people that are watching, Dwin is a giant cat.
Yes, I am a tabaxi. I am wearing a robe with leathers underneath. I am about approximately, I want to say, around 6 foot, although I am kind of knowledge in my figure, so you can't really gauge my true height because my neck kind of cranes a tiny bit because of how gangly I am. But here I am. You'll find out more about me soon or I'll die. Either or. Anyway, it is my turn.
Yes, it is.
So, what am I doing exactly here?
Whatever you want. It's your turn. There is nothing
Okay.
happening technically right now because the cannon in front of you will fire. You've seen that it's going to fire down this hallway.
Okay.
But in the what was essentially video game cutscene, the thing did not hit anybody or do anything at all.
Okay, alright. So in that case, I am going to... let me see. How far away is that guy? He is 150 feet from me. So I am going to move 30 feet, which is my movement. So how do I move again? Like, DM, how do I move while showing you how I'm moving? Is it control click or shift click?
Wax the DM.
You gotta pick up your token with left click,
Okay.
and then you right click in the space you want to go, and that'll be like putting your first waypoint down.
I see. Okay, so 30 feet to get to my maximum movement, and then I am going to then use feline agility to move another 30 feet, and then I am going to then use my dash action to double that to 120 feet, I believe, and then I'm going to use my cunning action to get behind the cannon guy because I don't like cannon fire, so I'm going to go over here somewhere which is about
There's a portcullis
170
here that you can't get through.
then I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Okay, and that is my turn.
And yes, so you come out of the speed force at the other end.
Ha!
And you're right down the other end of this thing, and there is so this portcullis is closed in front of
Okay.
you guys. Okay, that's the end of your turn. Kin's turn. Kin is a big warforged creature with dragon scales all over him.
Yeah, and one arm with a gun arm that is currently tied to my back with a rope. I think that seeing Dwin go all the way up there. How far can I go? Let's see. I can go dash. I can get there. Okay, so I think seeing some of the initial threats, I am going to first pop into this room, and I am going to do an unarmed strike, and I'm going to smack this kobold first. Try
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
Did it, 25 for 6 damage.
I'm guessing that hits. For some reason, the Kobold AC isn't on the sheet, so that's cool. I'll look it up. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it fucking 20,000 hits, whatever you said it was.
Yep. And then I will, I'll go ahead and use a flurry of blows to smack it 2 more times. So spin a key for that. 19 for 8.
19 for 8, yes. So you hit the one on the left for
Mhm.
how much? Sorry, 6.
6 and then 8.
You can hit them both and kill them both. How do you do it?
Oh, Jesus. I think that I hold my hand out and I start swinging incredibly fast. And I hit one and it goes right through his face, and I just sort of pivot on my feet and go around until I smack the other one, and it just obliterates their heads.
Yeah, it's terrific. You guys are already covered in blood from the kobolds downstairs, and like little reptilian scales and things like that. Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
I still have movement.
Okay.
Let's see. How far did I go? 10 feet?
Sure.
Like 15 feet. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how far we can go. Yeah, shit, I can get right here.
Okay.
That's a max of 40 feet. And I'm going to end my turn there.
All right. The kobolds are freaking out
50 feet.
because you just ran into a room and obliterated 2 of them. The others start kind of looking around. The 2 that are in front of you piss their pants, but the chieftain says,
"Hold still, kobolds. These guys are about to meet our greatest weapon yet, the kobold cannon."
And on his turn, he is going to fire it. I guess, why not? Use his bonus action to move this thing to there. And point it at Dwin's face. And then I'm gonna fire it. Can't remember. The rules are on the cannon here. So, this is fire click. 24 to hit anyone in the blue with 24. I'm guessing that's all of you. So this thing will, if you're standing in the blue line, this is who it's aiming at. It hits anybody in that row. So you're either going to take 24 bludgeoning damage. If the target is medium, you must make a DC 10 strength saving throw or else be pushed back 5 feet and knocked prone. If the target is small or tiny, you're automatically pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone. So, those of you... Dwin is standing there. The kobold hits a lever on the side of this thing. It moves across. There is a cannonball that I'm guessing hits you on a 24.
So it's 24 true hits, not 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it just so happens that it also is going to do 24 bludgeoning damage to whoever it hits.
Then I am out.
Cool.
I am down.
Down! Boom! This cannon strikes you. You're pushed back as well because I'm guessing you're going to fail. You automatically fail. So you go back to there and you are on death saving throws. The other 3 down here, unless you do... This is an attack roll, so you can do things like shield and reactive spells like that if you have them. But 24 to hit, take 24 bludgeoning damage and roll strength saving throws. Pa, yours, are you small?
I think technically I'm medium
Lucky you. All right, everyone gets to make strength saves then.
because I used a custom race in Tasha's.
Yeah, you all made up whatever you wanted to make up.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Can you imagine if you all die on this one?
Yep,
The first 10 minutes
streams.
of this. The first
Yeah.
one we stream, you just...
That'll be awkward.
It'd be really awkward when Dave comes back next week by himself. Ports back into the room, and you're all dead.
Still can't talk.
Just silent screams. It's obliterated.
Hello. Is it alright if I use my Stone's Endurance
What is
to
that?
reduce the amount of damage I take? It's
Yeah,
the Goliath bullshit.
I know the Goliath bullshit, but what? How do you use it?
Roll a d12, add your Constitution modifier, and that's how much it reduces the damage.
Just whenever you take damage?
Just once. Yeah, whenever you can focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12 and your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, roll me a d12.
Oh, wait. I have 2 points of temporary hit points for some reason. Why is that? I forget. But
For
berries?
fish cakes.
oh yes, the fish cakes. So
Saved by fish
Yum, yum, yum.
cakes.
Does that mean that I have 2 points of hit points left?
Wow.
Okay, you
Aren't
can make
you
a.
glad you ate my fish cakes off the floor? Remember you were putting up such a stink about my fish cakes. You were like, I don't want those.
Alright.
You snap back from a vision of Dwin getting his entire head removed by a cannonball. In an alternate reality where you didn't force him to eat the fish cakes, and then and then the cannonball hits him anyway, but he doesn't die, and then it hits all of you as well. Dwin, you're still pushed back and knocked prone.
Yeah.
Only 5 feet, and then the rest of you take the 24. Ray reduces it by 3. And you're not pushed, so you're good. All right. And Pa, did you take damage?
Yeah. I'd like to know if I can use absorb elements or if that's only for elemental damage. It just says the spell captures some of the...
Yeah, you can't. It has to be the elements.
It has to be elemental. Okay.
Yeah. This is just bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the Kobold Chieftain laughs as he sees the cat knocked backwards and all of you guys get hit by the cannon.
See, you're no match! You're no match!
All of the kobolds pull out their swords and the alchemists start brewing up alchemy. Presumably what you can do. Yes, you see them preparing flasks when I read what they can do. Oh fuck, right now. A kobold alchemist. What are you gonna do? Let's see. 30 feet. How far is 30 feet? Can you run, alchemist? Can you get out of there? No, probably not. How dumb is the kobold alchemist? These ones aren't that dumb. Okay. What else can you do? I wonder. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna run to here. And throw a flask there at Kin. So,
Alright.
Kin. Roll me a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Don't think this is gonna matter too much.
Oh my god, with a +6 I got a 9.
9 is a fail, but I don't know if it matters actually. You're going to take 11. This thing flies through the air, landing behind you. Glass and then like kind of green liquid launches up towards you. You feel it striking on the sides of your armor. You take 11 poison damage. Can you be poisoned? Are you immune to poison?
Shit, I have resistance to acid. I think I can be poisoned. I don't think I have a resistance to that one.
Talked about this
you
at
have
one
advantage.
point, right?
You have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and you have resistance to poison damage. So does that mean I get to roll again?
It means that's only 5 damage, and I think
Advantage on saving throws.
Hang on, creatures take poison damage. No, actually, I think you're just automatically poisoned by being hit from it. To be honest, it says creatures in the area take poison damage and are poisoned for 1 minute, or take half damage and are not poisoned. It's the dex save.
So do I get to roll it again?
So you have to make the dex save. So yeah, I guess you do. Yeah. For some reason, it's dex save to beat poison.
All right. Come on.
Wow, this is like
All right.
your stat as well. You're a monk. Yeah, the kobold is moving back into the safety of the thing here, and then so yeah, you're poisoned.
But I have resistance to poison damage, so does that mean I take half of that?
You only
Round it
take
down?
5 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get you with this one? No. Can this one do something? This one instead is going to throw darts at you with disadvantage. He's going to throw 2. You're the only one within his range. Oh wait, no. Dwin, you're up, aren't you? Sorry, I changed my mind. These are coming in at Dwin with normal. So that's a 23. And that's a 15 against your AC.
They both hit.
They both hit.
Yes.
Well, you're going to take 12 piercing damage and 12 poison damage as this thing he appears behind you and throws these two. They're just sticks. They're not anything impressive, but they're covered in some sort of poisonous goop. You see Dwin turn around and then, you know what? Actually, they go in your knees.
My adventuring days are over, and I am on the ground, so it's an auto-crit, and...
Yeah. Dwin falls to the ground. The kobold alchemist says, "Yes, kill them all." And he's like the most evil-looking kobold you've ever seen. These kobolds, by the way, if you remember from last week, if you tuned in, are very pale. They're a very pale pinkish color, with very like white, kind of what would it be? Like, what is that called? That I want to say translucent, but it's not. Eyes, because they're underdark kobolds and they've never really been up to the surface world, and so they're all very sort of axolotl looking kobolds. The rest of the kobolds are now going to go. The two that are next to you, Kin, are going to attempt to stab you. And they have pack tactics. So they have advantage on these attacks against you. Wow, natural 1 and a natural 20. Okay, well, so that's amazing. So for both of these, roll me a d20.
Gotcha.
This happens to you a lot in this campaign.
It
you know,
does,
if you tuned in, guys, you would know as well. Chat.
15 and a 16. So I imagine 15 for the nat 1, 16 for the nat 20.
Yep, 15. This one opens a wound. Roll me d6. He's going to take d6 of damage.
3.
What's your carotid artery? Where is that?
Carotid artery in your neck.
In his neck? That's what he opens up.
Oh, God.
Just blood pouring, so much of it. He's not dead, but he's going to die of blood loss. He's pulled a sword out awkwardly from a scabbard, cut his own throat, and then kind of wobbled for a moment and realized that he's opened up his own throat. The other one is just going to hit you for damage, which comes to 8 piercing damage, as the other one just sticks a tiny little brass sword, like the most old, rusty-looking, gross sword ever, into your hip. Then we have the engineer is going to do nothing. This one, can he do anything to anyone in the hallway down here? What can they do? I think they have daggers as well, so yeah, no, screw this. He's throwing a dagger at you from behind you. Oh no, he's got sling. Still, that's going to be what he's going to do to you. How does pack tactics work?
I think I might have to roll strength save so I don't get knocked over.
No, that's for a wolf.
Wolves. Pack
that's
tactics
just
gives
wolves.
Pack tactics is
kobolds
just
advantage.
Okay.
So 14 against your AC.
No miss.
A rock launches past your head, and then these two will appear for a second, and I guess do the same thing. But these are not. The pack tactics cancel out the advantage and the disadvantage of the range.
Okay.
Are cancelled. These are just two normal strikes towards you on a 14 and a 7. Rocks and cannonballs and shit are just flying down the hallway. A flask breaks and smashes. The wind turns around and two little, like, punji stick-looking things covered in poison strike his legs, and then he falls backwards. And
I
that...
do the Jim Carrey thing. On one leg. On the other leg, I fall down.
Thank you. You got there eventually. Take an inspiration point.
Been slow.
There was a it was a little. Take half an inspiration point.
I mean, it was either a Skyrim joke or a Jim Carrey joke. I waited to do the both. I double leaped, you know. It's mine now.
I'll allow it.
Shiny inspiration.
You take the inspiration point. And
Can
so
use those on death saving throws as well.
Oh,
yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
It is Kip's
Because you
turn.
will need them.
Kip,
I
you have just
definitely need
witnessed
them.
all of this happening.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Ooh. I am going to run into this little alcove here.
Yep.
And I'm going to lean out and shoot arrows at the chieftain. See if I can take out the chieftain.
Okay. Firing straight down the hallway towards the chieftain here. Ooh, natural 20. How many are you firing? 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I fire more?
Well, I don't know.
Not
You
yet.
said arrows. You said arrows plural, so I thought you were
No, just
trying to
one.
hit him. So natural 20 is going to hit him, and you deal 12 piercing damage. He's sitting on top of this cannon, looking at the bunch of you running up these stairs when suddenly he's struck just like dead center. He kind of falls backwards as if he's dead, and then looks down and goes,
It didn't hit my heart! It didn't hit my heart!
and then he starts lighting the fuse again on the next thing. But you did deal 12 piercing damage to him.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Ray.
What about you, puppy? Oh,
Oren goes on his own.
That's later.
Unless she forgets, and then we just make it go on.
okay. So I am going to run forward as fast as I can. I'm a little upset though, so that's happening. I've done that as my bonus action,
Yeah, Ray gets
and
upset.
I'm gonna dash forward. I can make it just in there, I think. It's 60 feet, right?
Yeah. Again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go right in front of this fellow.
Yeah,
I'm
this
pretty
tiny little
tired,
kobold
so-
is like 2'3", and he's looking up at
And I'm
how
10
tall you are.
feet.
You're
I'm
10 foot
yeah.
Goliath.
I'm a
wearing
10-foot
almost
naked
nothing.
Goliath. Yeah, I've just got like a little loincloth on, and I've got a giant tree in my hands, and I'm just gonna look at him, and I'm a little upset, so it might be a bit menacing to him.
You know what? Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
$18. If you got a natural 20, then he would have died, by the way. He looks up at you and says,
Don't hurt me, I'm your friend.
Are you
no.
my friend?
Yes, I will be your
Oh.
friend.
Okay.
Don't let these people kill me, please.
I won't.
Thank you.
he grabs
What's your name?
onto the back of your calf.
Okay.
He looks up and says,
My name is Bacon.
Bacon? I like bacon.
I like bacon as well. Bacon wants to stay alive.
Okay, I'll shout at everyone. Don't kill bacon, please.
Yeah, don't kill me.
he says, he's hanging onto the back of your calf. He looks down at your other ankle.
Dwin!
And then there's a thing hanging. He says,
Oh, something is eating you on your ankle.
Oh, yeah, that's Charlie. He's my lizard friend. And there's a little lizard whose teeth have pierced my ankle.
Yes,
And
you're a friend
it's just
of the
hanging on.
lizard. What is your name?
I'm racist.
Nice to meet you, Roses. I'm your best friend.
Yeah. Okay.
he's hanging onto your calf. What do you do? You still have an action and a bonus action.
I've used my bonus action to
Oh,
get
yeah,
a little
you're-
upset, and I used my action to dash.
That's right. That's
So
it.
I'm just gonna scratch him behind the ears and stare around.
I like that.
Okay. Do you lose your thing if you don't take damage this turn? You do.
Oh, I do, yeah. I would
Minotaur.
lose my rage.
Ready, bro?
Bro, all right, let's go. 1,
Rock,
2,
paper, scissors.
3. Paper.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, one more time. Rock,
Paper,
scissors.
Same again.
I did it again. It's still your turn then, bro.
Okay. We need to say Dwin.
Yeah, we do. He took a cannonball right to the face.
Yeah,
That was terrifying, but kind of cool. Mostly terrifying.
I'm kind of hurt too, bro, but we gotta get there as soon as we can.
That was a lot of damage. I'm gonna run. What?
Where are you going to run?
Nothing.
For the record, Peachy is a tiny minotaur. He's like, how tall?
The same
Why
height
aren't
as
you wearing
Pa.
your filter, Peachy?
Doesn't work.
Because Snapcam is a dick.
And Sacred is a massive minotaur. They're both purple and legally distinct.
Okay, I'm gonna run through Kin. Oh, there's more here.
Hello. Yes. You here to help? Gwyn's down.
Yes, we need to get him to. I need to get to him.
Okay.
Can you kill these?
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's my turn.
Hey, doggy, look at my new friend. I wave at Minotaur. And I hold up Bacon. Yeah.
Him.
Bacon's
I
like reaching
don't
down
want
for like a dagger to shove into Ray's neck. Like,
Yes, I'm your friend.
Ray,
Yeah.
use him like a hammer.
He's my friend.
He's going to stab you, Ray.
speaking of dogs, Oren's turn. Oren is a winter whelp, a little puppy, half like a ice puppy,
little ice
ice-based dog
puppy.
Pokemon type thing that belongs to Kip, who is an ice. Are you in ice form, Kip?
Yes.
An
I am an
icy-looking
ice fey
Eladrin
Eladrin.
elf.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna like call for Oren to. I mean, Oren's gonna follow me.
Mhm.
So he'll come over here.
Okay.
And then the real question.
Technically,
I don't
that
know
is
if
a
we can-
wall, I think. Bear in mind, if
Oh.
there's a wall on this square, you can't stand there. Well, you can
Okay.
stand there, I guess, but you will be hit by the cannonball if it chooses to go down the red line.
Got it. Okay. I don't think Oren can hit anyone. Like Oren can't just like hit anyone around the corner. So I think that's all he does right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sacred's turn. The big minotaur.
Okay. Guess it's my turn. Let's see. I think I'm gonna rush up and, well, I should be able to get right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna rush up right behind Ray, and as I'm running, I'm saying, "No, Ray! Those guys aren't our friends! They just hurt Gwyn!
Never heard that.
They're trying to trick you! They think you're dumb! I don't think you're dumb, but you're my bro!"
You're my brother?
Yes! Because we're in the Jack's Guild together.
They're not
They
Jack's
don't even
Guild.
have a stone.
I start touching his horns and I say, I don't remember having a brother with horns.
It's okay, bud. Don't worry, but we gotta help Gwyn.
I have little horns as well.
Okay.
I'm going to look down at all my cuts and bruises, and I'm gonna say, because that's what bros do, and I'm gonna use Healing Word on myself as a bonus action. And I'll do that at level 1 for max healing.
Nice. 7 healing damage, as Maya would say.
If I was alive.
If he was alive. Is that it?
He's not.
That's it for my
That's it
turn.
for you. All right, Min. Min is a baked-looking Pixar human. Rogue. Everything else very roguish looking. Skittering around.
Right. And I will be skittering around. I'll be skittering up to here, kind of near Kip. A little, well, between Kip and Kin. And so that I understand the portcullis situation, can we target that kobold on the cannon?
You can target the chieftain. You can fire like ranged things through the portcullis.
Gotcha.
Alternatively, you could try and fuck with the controls which are behind this engineer to try and raise the thing.
Okay. I am going to try to cast. I'm gonna cast It's a Puppet.
Okay.
On the chieftain, and it says your gesture forces 1 humanoid. I checked, and 5 kobolds are humanoids. You can see within range. That would be 120 feet. Make a con save. If they fail, they must move up to their speed in a direction of my choice.
Con
save.
save coming up. 7.
All right, so it says, in addition, you can cause the target to drop whatever it's holding. So he
the rock
loose
and the fuse that it's lit.
Yep. Okay, so as long as he is not immune to being charmed, because that is noted in the spell.
Almost definitely not. He is!
No!
Yeah! Shouldn't have mentioned it! Kobold Chieftain, condition immunity, charmed and frightened. Let's go!
No!
He goes like this.
Wow, she's the most beautiful rogue I've ever seen. A shame I have to kill her.
And then loads the cannonball into the thing.
No. I just stare.
Says,
Nothing
pulling the arrow
happened.
out of his heart.
And now I will go dig a hole and get in it and cover it up.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go. I'm gonna dash. I'll take a hit if I have to, but I'm gonna dash behind this kobold.
Yes, I will attempt to slice you with a dagger.
Fine.
Natural 1. Roll me a d20.
Oh. Okay. 16.
A 16 means that he becomes stunned. You see, you run past him and he swings his dagger at you, but he's winded.
Oh, shit. My lungs.
That's a real shame.
And he is now stunned for a round. I'm guessing you're pretty
Yeah, that's
dead by the
right.
time
That's my turn.
All right, Pa's turn. Pa is a legally distinct Lalafell from Final Fantasy XIV called a Matuki in this world.
Okay.
And that's
Goodbye.
That's about it, really. You look like, you look like a Lalafell. If people know what that is, if you don't, it sucks to be you.
I move here.
Yeah.
However, before I move, actually, hold on. Yes. Okay. I need to move here first. But before I tuck in around behind the corner, let me see if I can fire this. I cannot. So I will tuck in behind this corner.
That's it?
Yep. That's all I can do right now.
Okay, top of the round. Dwin, give me a death saving throw, please.
Yeah. 19.
19's a
Oh.
make. One make.
Oh my god.
Kin. We have Kin, Min, Dwin. Who else isn't in? We have a bunch of them, right?
We
Who else?
did.
Oh, Min, no Tor. All right, well, great. Glad that we have so many people on this show.
Kin.
I think there's
Literally
there's
9
a
people.
team like what's Base's character?
Kin.
Oh, yeah.
Quinn.
Quinn.
Win.
Quinn.
That's the one.
Right.
Well, Kin's turn. Wow, literally almost said Quinn, and that's.
Why you love us?
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the bleeding guy. Wait, is the bleeding guy stunned? That Min just went through. Was that right? Or...
The one on your left is stunned. The one on the right is bleeding out.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the stunned one first, which is a normal unarmed strike for 10.
You have advantage because he's stunned.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep, awesome. 9.
How do you miss? A 2-foot-tall stunned kobold.
I think as I go to slap at him, some of the blood from the other kobold just gets in my eyes, and I just completely whiff. And then I'm gonna rub it off my eyes, and then I'll go for a bonus unarmed strike on the same kobold that's stunned with advantage. And 13.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you kill it?
3 damage. I think close to the same thing. I think after I rub the blood out of my eyes and I go to smack him, I think I just smack him straight, his face down into the floor.
Yeah.
So he obliterates and goes out. So
yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Here.
The Chieftain. Let's see here. What can I do with you? You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna be a bastard. I think. Let me just check what my own rules are that I made up. Kind of.
Zwin is prone, right? So
the kobold.
I do my best unconscious standing up.
Is going.
But yes, I am prone.
You see him pull a lever. The cannon moves to its left, and the kobold chieftain peers out through his little mask with the fuse lit, or with a stick lit above the fuse, staring at you as he holds his action for the next time someone stands in the red square to fire. Alchemists. Let's see here. Who can I aim at? Who do we have? Can I hit any of you? I feel like this alchemist would absolutely sacrifice this kobold, so he's going to throw... wait, this one did his thing, didn't he? So let me just roll a... this is a special move of his. Boom, a 6, so he can do it again. Kobold Alchemist is going to throw another explosive flask. A bunch of green poison is launched at the 3 of you, including the kobold there. And you have to make your dex saving throws. Bacon is also going. Yeah.
He attacked Bacon?
He did.
Son of a bitch.
You're expendable, Bacon.
What the fuck?
Alchemist throws the thing.
It's a TPK today, guys. Just so you know. Oh, fuck.
Let me make a dex save for Bacon. A 20. He makes it.
I'll get advantage on dex saving.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Danger sense.
Okay, so you make it. So this again is you take half if you make it, and you have to beat a 13. So Ray,
it's 21 damage poison.
21 poison damage.
Oh,
and was I was in the AoE there?
Yep. It hit.
I'm down
here, and it got all 3 of you. Poison washes over Bacon, Ray, and Sacred. Sacred kind of goes down, pushing at the poison, and then hits the ground. Bacon does the thing, you know when What's-His-Face opens the thing in Indiana Jones and just his whole skin melts off of his body? That's what happens to Bacon.
Am I carrying him when that happens?
Yeah, you're carrying him like a baby and he just melts to bones in your arms. And then all of his bones fall to the ground around you.
Bacon! Right, he starts crying, tears are coming down his face.
Ray, you just met him. My brother,
my
who you've known for months, is dead beside you.
Cannot hear you, he's inconsolable. GM, I'll take half
for the joke,
damage.
Ray.
You take half of that damage, yes.
Well, I'll take an addition. I'll cut it in half
another
again
half, so
because I'm bear totem, right?
You take 5.
I'll take 5 damage. Okay.
And that's...
I'm very upset right now.
Yeah. You should be. Bacon is dead. Your best friend. The other alchemist is gonna go now. He can step into the blue line. How far can he get? He can go 10. Can get to here. God, I got too many things. Yes. So he can get. He goes running down here and sees you, Kin, and you, Minotaur. I guess if he throws that to there, he can get you both. Nice. And this other kobold. Fuck it. Alright, same thing. Give me dex saves, please. This one's for 23 damage. You got to beat a 13, and that's Minotaur. Yeah?
A question. I was poisoned before, so should I have had disadvantage on my attack rolls earlier?
Probably.
So then that kobold's still up. And about to get splashed as well.
The thing is, they're definitely both dying right now, so it doesn't actually matter.
Okay, so instead of disadvantage, since I get advantage, would it just be flat normal for savings? Okay.
Yeah. 11
20.
is a fail, and 20 is a make. So, Minotaur, you take 23 poison damage and are poisoned. Let me give you both little poison things so that we remember that you're both poisoned for a minute. At the end of your turn, you can make a dex save, which, you know what?
Oh, I missed.
You can do it now, but it doesn't undo anything because you failed to remember.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. I failed it anyway, so.
Okay.
Ow.
The other kobold next to you that was bleeding from his neck just gets, like, his whole face is melted off as he falls to the ground as well. And the kobold turns back. The alchemist in his little robe starts pouring one flask into another as he turns back and says,
Chieftain, we are winning. Keep going.
and the kobold ends his turn. The other two kobolds are going to move forward, and then I guess to here, not quite. He's going to fire at you. That is a disadvantaged shot with a sling, and that's firing at you, Kin.
Okay.
Bring this over a little bit. With disadvantage, an 8. I'm guessing he's going to miss.
Yep.
The other one is going to fire at you, Ray, with disadvantage as well. 6. So rocks just falling around as they fire at you but miss their attacks. Bringing us to Kip's turn.
Yes. Okay. I am going to move forward again to here.
If
And
you do that,
yeah.
so you can't get into this square. So you have to go into the red square.
Ah, okay. Sorry. 1 second.
Would this help? Hang on, let me try and make it easier, because otherwise I think it might be confusing.
No, it makes total sense because I was trying to walk through a wall. That's not how that works. Okay. So, actually, that's a good question then. So if I go from here, that's 5, 20. Yeah, I think I can get around that corner. That's 30.
Okay.
5. And then across is 20. Depends on if I'm going straight down or diagonally.
I'm pretty sure you make it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna come out, run
Alright,
down.
as soon as you step into the red,
Yeah.
the cannon goes off because he had it ready for anyone that walks into
You're
the
right.
red thing. And as soon as you poke your little head out, there is a horrible sound and a cannonball launches towards you. Let me see what it gets on its attack roll. A 20 against your AC.
Yeah, it beats it.
29 bludgeoning damage. Make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, sorry, the first one. It took a second.
Is a mate.
Yeah.
So you get hit, you take 29 damage from this thing, however that looks, but it doesn't push you back, which means as you come out, this thing just smack. You look like Homer when when he takes the cannonball, but it's still somehow standing at the end of it. And then you can keep moving.
Yeah, I'm going to jump into, or I'm going to try and get to that spot there where
Yeah.
he can hit me again.
You do
Hello.
so.
Okay.
Whatever is going on with your Eladrin internal bleeding is happening.
It's happening. I'm not doing well. Not looking hot.
Yeah.
Can I do any other action on my turn, or was getting hit?
That was
Can I
just
knock
your
me out?
movement. Yeah, you just took
Yeah,
damage.
okay. I can still shoot an
His
arrow
held
then.
action. Yes.
Okay. Great. I am going to do that. I'm going to aim at the chieftain and shoot him with my longbow.
Okay. 24 is a hit, and you deal 6 piercing damage to him. An arrow launches down the hallway here through the portcullis and strikes the chieftain, who you see the arrow hit the top of his skull, reptilian skull mask that he's wearing. His head goes back, and then his head comes back down, and there's an arrow in the top of it, and there's blood coming out, squirting out of the top of his head. But he's alive. He says,
Oh shit! I thought I was dead. Oh, luckily I have this reptilian skull mask on to stop that from being a killing blow.
he's alive. That's what he says. That's canon.
I'll get the fuck out of here. That's terrible.
It's Ray's turn.
Okay. Well, Ray's pretty upset right now. He's inconsolable because a new brother that he didn't know he had with horns is on the ground and hurt. And also his only friend ever, Bacon, has just disintegrated in his hands.
That's right.
So he's crying for a moment, but then he sort of looks up and he makes eye contact with the alchemist that threw the poison. And he's gonna charge him. And I think I can just barely make it right there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna smash him with my tree, which is my weapon. And I'm gonna use reckless attack to get that advantage on this.
Okay.
Ray is also standing directly over another kobold, by the way.
There's another one just there. They're both looking up at him.
No, but I mean, there's one literally underneath his token right now.
Wait, there's?
Yeah.
I think that might just be on your screen. Some weird reason.
How many kobolds
you don't
are
see
there?
Below. No, he's below for us. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Can I not move there?
You can, yes. Wax screen is glitched, I think.
Okay.
Whack is whack.
I'm very reckless right now.
Yeah, give me the attack roll. 20 is a hit.
I'll bring the tree down upon his tiny alchemist kobold frame.
Yeah. You bring the tree down. The tiny kobold alchemist brings up a stave and matches your strength. You see it buckle his legs. You hear the splintering of his shins as you deal 13 damage to him. But the alchemist, you don't kill him. He brings up a stave and it's like something out of Metal Gear Rising when you see the fucking enormous Metal Gear strike the tiniest little dude and he brings up a stave to your tree. Now, Ray is using an actual tree to hit someone with and he brings it up. And then as you're looking up at him, the kobold's little lizardy eyes, which I think I can actually do. You know what? I can. You see his eyes appear from behind the stave as he says,
Oh dear! You did not kill me, you big lumbering fool. I will kill you now.
He licks his lips.
I love Goliath. It tastes like fish.
You killed Bacon, you monster!
Yes, I will kill you and I will kill everyone else as well.
I don't like you very much.
I don't like you very much. I will eat your skin.
That's not very nice.
I'm not very nice. That's...
I know.
My name is... Nice.
Your name is Nice?
Yes.
I don't think it's a good name for you.
That's very nice.
He points to the other kobold.
Very nice.
I'm nice, that's very... I'm not very nice. That's very nice.
Oh, wait.
That's
very nice.
I'm not very nice. I'm just nice.
Could I take disadvantage for being confused on my next turn, please?
Yeah, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
God.
Yeah.
He always wins these. Like,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You hurt yourself in your confusion. Take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay.
It's Minotaur's turn.
Okay, so as I'm processing all the trauma of watching my brother die in front of me while Ray cares about this kobold he just met, I'm gonna shout, "Bro!" and I'm gonna present my holy symbol, which is a sealed copy of Final Fantasy VIII on PlayStation 1. And I'm gonna break the seal. Fresh. I've just destroyed the value. And I'm going to channel ability, preserve life, and give sacred 15 HP. Up to half.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
what is half of your HP, Whack?
Half of my HP would be 17.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 17 HP, plus 2 for my life bollocks. 17.
19.
Wow.
Who is the most hurt next to me? Quip. How much
Quip.
HP have you got?
Been playing this
Kip.
for a
Kip.
year.
Whip.
Been playing it for a year together.
I think it's been longer
It's
than
literally
a year now.
Peach's second character. Still doesn't know.
No, Pa. How much HP do you have?
I have, I'm hurting. Let me look. I have 14.
Okay, I'm gonna give 3 HP to Kip plus 2.
What does that mean? 5?
5 altogether. It's just
She
it's
hurt herself
broken down.
in
because
I'm
of
so
my
bad
life
at math, you
bullet.
guys.
Muggles is Ray in real life.
I am Ray in real life. It's absolutely true. I'm the inspiration.
I think Ray's too far away. Let me just double check something. 60 feet. Okay, I'm gonna cast Healing Word at level 1 on Ray as a bonus action. Healing Word is a bonus, yep. Only level 1, 5, plus another 2, plus another 1. 8. That's 8 HP. And I'm gonna try and leg it towards Dwin. Oh, this is stupid.
Somebody kill the engineer!
And that's my turn.
Okay. Oren's turn. The little winter whelp.
Oren is not going to do anything because he cannot go anywhere, and I've decided that. So yeah, he's just going to hunker down.
Sacred.
Hmm.
You are on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up for half my movement. I'm gonna look around and look at my wounds, and I probably see the plastic from the PS1 game that has been broken and is placed on the floor, and I know immediately what has happened. Bro! What did you do?
I wanted to play it anyway.
Okay, bro, as long as you're happy.
Emulation isn't the same, bro.
And I'm gonna stand up for half my movement. I'm gonna look around and I say, is Dwayne okay? What's going on?
No, he's down, bro.
I'm on my back with my paws on this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna stand over Bacon and I'm gonna sort of lumber forward, and now I can just barely see Dwayne, and I'm gonna say, little buddy, we need you. Come on, fuzzy friend. Come on back to us. And I'm gonna throw out a healing word to Dwayne, and it's automatically for max healing because I'm a grave cleric.
You see the darts pop out of my knees. Ding, ding. But I stay prone. And I am alive. I can be shot again. Wow! Okay.
So this will be for... this should be for 7 healing.
For max healing, right?
Yes, that's for my max.
Oh, I see.
Healing word.
Alright. So I have 7 HP. DM, my token is not the same as my sheet.
Sucks to be you, I guess.
Yeah, it sucks to be the audience, but I can do it. It's just that people can't see my HP if they think
You can
that's my
edit the
HP, it's not my
token as
HP.
well.
Yeah, just edit on my token. They're lucky
wish
they're
I
here.
had the
They're
knowledge to
lucky
do
they're
so.
here. They're only here because Myth isn't. Alright? If they're expecting any level of production quality, it all happened in the first 2 minutes with the edited content.
We're literally just playing D&D. You
The
have
rest,
to be here.
there's the rest of it. This is just what we do on a Saturday night. And they're looking in the window, you know, like little Timmy on Christmas.
And we lock the door and close the blinds.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn, Sacred?
That is my bonus action, and then I'm going to... I'm looking around, and I see this other kobold working these switches, right?
Yes. Yeah, there's an engineer there. Well, he's kind of like looking at you with his legs rattling.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna swing around and aim with my light crossbow and try and shoot him with my light crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 6.
6 is a miss.
I'm still a little woozy.
Roll me a d20 as well. Okay.
13.
On a 1, you would have pulled a random lever, and on a 20, you would have pulled the right lever. Your crossbow bolt would have hit the right lever and opened the portcullis, is what that was for. But it just misses the kobold engineer, who says,
"Well, you know, if you actually had aimed a little to the right, you would have hit me really easily. You completely whiffed that. That was pretty... I don't even understand why you're carrying that thing. Maybe we get you a different weapon or something. You should use a different weapon for your size."
That was a lot of words and a lot of annoying.
Actually, that's not really our sentence. The sentence structure you used there was improper.
Min, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I've seen this happen, and this alcove is dead to me. I'm gonna dash over to where Sacred is and dash because it's further than 30 feet. Take a look at this engineer here, and I think what I will do is, I'm gonna position myself here and take a shot. Here's my shot.
How do you kill it? It's literally halfway through telling Sacred that his hair doesn't look as good as it usually does. Usually Minotaurs have better eyes and an arrow goes through his eye.
That is what happens. It goes through the eye.
Yeah. You kill this one.
Now there's an eye connected to an arrow in between two stones on the wall there.
Yeah.
And
in between.
I guess.
Two
Do I have any movement? No, I don't have any movement. Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Pa.
Okay. GM, question. Will you allow me to use teleport? Okay, first of all, I can only use teleport on creatures or things, correct? Like a creature. Oh no, that's fire. Okay, hold on. Let me just read it. Listen, I just want to do something insane if you will allow me to do it. No, because that's cheating. But I would like to teleport. I would like to pour some cooking oil and things on this dead body in front of me, and then I want to teleport the dead body into the cannon so that if they try to fire it, it explodes the cannon.
It's so fucking random.
But
yeah.
it's awesome if it works!
Yeah, you can do it. So
Okay,
you're pouring cooking
here's the rub,
oil
though. Here's the thing. It says,
on a corpse.
yes, but it says it must be in a chosen space that can support the target without the target having to squeeze. So, what if
Yeah.
I take, like, the leg? Oh, okay.
This is a
You'll let me
kobold.
do it?
They're tiny. They're little creatures. This is a proper cannon that belonged to dwarves at one point. That they've
Oh, perfect.
that they've commandeered
great.
in this dwarven fortress
Then yes.
that they live in the Underdark or Duergar
Okay.
fortress.
Basically, we see Par taking out all of her, like, her cooking ingredients and everything, and maybe some torches out of her pack, and just wrapping this body in as much explosive as possible, and then is going to teleport it inside this cannon. But I have to do it like this. So I moved first. Oops, sorry, I grabbed your pup. So I move here. I move over, and I'm basically, as I'm running, I'm just like, oh, I have that. This is working. And maybe if I do cooking oil. And so I go over here, and I do it to one of these bodies. And then I'm doing it there, and then I dart back out, and I teleport it into the cannon.
Yeah.
And then I step back.
Yeah, it just for everyone around just sees it whoop disappear. But from the like camera perspective, we can see just like a limp oil-covered kobold leg sticking out of the front of the cannon, just dripping blood and oil onto the floor, and on top of it is the kobold in the skeleton mask, like
Time to die, bitches!
and that's the end of your turn. Okay, Dwin on the ground.
I on all fours I turn on my front and I'm going to crawl towards this space over here, and then when I do I stand up on my feet and I put out my daggers and I'm going to try and shove them in this kobold's face.
Do it!
Yeah.
Okay, so a click to roll damage for dagger.
Critical hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be almost impossible for you not to kill
Just
this
filleted
thing.
him.
Yeah, give me the damage.
Straight in the eyes.
And almost how do you kill him?
Okay, so I, with my dagger, I go horizontally like this, and as I do, you see its top side slide off its bottom side and hit the ground, rolling on the floor. And it is dead, I suppose, and I am going to just lean against the wall I killed him at.
Yeah, it's horrific. There's nothing left of him, and it's Kin's turn. This kobold in bits.
Okay, so I saw Kip get hit by a cannonball, so I am going to punch Kip with Hand of Healing, for 5 healing damage. As I'm punching her, the wounds are closing.
Oh my god!
It feels pretty good. And then,
does it?
Yeah, it feels really good. You're really surprised.
Kid,
And
Kid learned
then I'm-
something about herself today.
I push her down and I step on her, and then I run over to. You're welcome. And then I run over to. Very nice. And then I'll use my action, because that's a bonus action to use that key. So I'll use my action to punch Very Nice for unarmed strike.
Okay.
Which I believe is still at disadvantage, since I'm still poisoned. For a 15.
15 is a hit.
Okay, for 6 damage. And then you said I can do a dexterity saving throw to see if the poison goes away?
Yes.
Okay. You know, fuck me, man. Like,
wow, still poison. The time has come.
He's a monk.
I really am.
Chieftain sights up.
I remember Rin was like that for the first 7 levels.
Pulls a lever on the side of this thing. You see the cannon move to one side as he aims towards you, Kin. You see Very Nice turn around and say,
Sire, please.
and the chieftain says,
We have to kill them. Sorry.
and then fires the cannon. And then I have no idea how this sound effect sounds.
I hit the floor. I go prone.
Isn't it right? Duck and cover. Duck and cover.
As a
Oh god, it's getting worse.
explosion rocks the end of this
It's over.
hallway. Holding on
Wait,
to
wait,
the
wait, what's
I think somebody just cast Ultima!
holding on to the bars on the other side. You see the scene from Terminator, but it's like the Cobalt chieftain. As the cannon explodes. I wasn't expecting that to be a nuclear alarm, PB. Jesus. But and then it was just going to be an explosion. It only was a nuclear explosion sound effect.mp3.
It included like the full lead up, like 24 hours before the bomb
The
dropped.
whole thing,
The
man.
whole thing.
Pa teleported a nuke into the thing. Then everyone is
the oil.
Everyone is prone because you have won the
Covered
battle.
in like soot.
Kinda. You destroyed the cannon for sure. The thing explodes and the chieftain is launched into the air. You see him hit the roof. His mask that he's wearing breaks and splits in two. Boom. And then he looks up from where he is laying. His face looks suspiciously like Day by Day for a reptile. And he says,
You have not seen the last of me.
and he says,
My name is Chieftain Dave, and I will get you for this.
he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small pouch. He throws the pouch onto the ground, and above each of you, a blinding light suddenly appears. And the pouch spills out a bunch of tiny little bones, and he says,
Goodbye, wretched overworlders. By the sorcery of Tiamat, to another plane with you. Open the Kobold Bifrost.
a torrent of color and arcane energy strikes each of you as you are sent from this place.
Oh no.
The Bifrost launches each of you out onto the ground into a mystical forest of twisting trees and multicolored leaves on these things. Each of you kind of stumbling into this area will look around and see
Oh my god!
very strange looking environment.
No!
The twinkling stars of the night sky filtered through a curling rainbow aurora betray immediately that you are no longer on Everearth as you know it. Shifted into another plane, one that Kip, you immediately recognize. The scent of arcana on the earth and the added color to the leaves, the bark and the grass, the song of the night breeze. This is the Feywilds. But not quite your Feywilds. You know immediately that this is not an area known to you. This is not Eladrin space. This place is far from your home, but Feywilds it is. And each of you will probably have never been here. Dwin has some small understanding of it, but is even less so understanding what the Feywild is, but would recognize that. The rest of you would feel like you were thrown out onto an alien planet, maybe. As you look around at these shifting, strange trees, this strange kind of aurora borealis moving through the sky, and the odd scents and changes around you. It is nighttime, but remember that when it isn't nighttime, some of you have been cursed from the fish. I love that people have no context, but some of you have a light sensitivity from the magical fish that you ate.
Yes.
Around you, there doesn't seem to be any like creatures or anything dangerous happening immediately right now. So you have a moment to catch your breath and figure out what's going on where you are. What are you doing?
It's so bright out.
Isn't it
Where are
nighttime?
we?
It's just no, it's fine.
What do you mean? It is
Is
fine
there
out
any
here.
food or living creatures in the near vicinity?
Except
I
for
don't
us.
know,
Sorry,
Ray,
what did
you'll
you
have
say?
to look around.
Is there any
That's what
living
it is.
creatures? Not anything that you
food.
see, but you get the sense that there are creatures around here. You probably just think you're in the forest.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
everyone else would get
hungry,
the sense
though.
of it being not. It would be really dissimilar to any forest that you've seen, especially around Vale. Vale is a pretty standard fantasy continent with normal trees and shit. This place has kind of got crazy looking trees.
This
odd
place
looking
smells
mushrooms,
different.
A very odd scent. to
Is
the
this an illusion?
We
no
are in
little
the
creatures.
Feywild.
Nothing.
Don't what?
We're
What?
What now?
I tried to eat.
Feywild.
This is the Feywild. It's not exactly where I come from, but it's close to where I come from.
Why did they send us here?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It looks
Well, can we
just
get
like
back?
in the books.
There are portals. Typically, there are portals. At least, there was a portal at my house. That's how I came to your land in the first place.
Is it dangerous?
It's beautiful.
It
Is there
can be
a
as
way we could?
dangerous.
Is there a way we could get back so I could kill Nice?
We can try. It is as beautiful as it is dangerous,
Okay,
and I don't
then.
know this area very well.
Oh,
Ray has picked up a random plant from the ground and is eating it. He's
Oh,
stress
cool.
eating a
No,
plant.
Ray.
Oh,
Roll me
no.
a
no.
d20.
Oh no.
Okay.
11.
Oh.
Let me see here. Give me a moment. Did you roll 11?
Yeah. Is it good?
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Let me just see what else you need to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll me a d10.
Okay.
You get heartburn and indigestion. Roll me a con save.
Hold on, one moment. I believe I might get advantage. I'm not sure.
Normally you don't.
Normally
you have
I
something
don't.
special?
Yeah, I thought I did. Nope.
Is that only when you're raging?
19, you
Doesn't
make
matter.
it. You burp, and a little wisp of fire comes out with some smoke. For the next hour, you have a breath weapon, which is the same as a brass fire dragonborn. You know what? Fuck it. Not for the next hour. The whole time you're in the Feywilds, that's more fun. You have a fire breath weapon, which is the, if memory serves, I haven't seen a dragonborn for a while, but you, on your action, you can exhale destructive energy. I'll give you the proper stats, but basically you can do a 30-foot line in which they have to do a dex save, and then that you'll deal fire damage to stuff if you want.
Would Ray
DM you it.
understand that?
You understand it, but when you burp, you realize that if you now actively try and burp, you will burp fire.
Oh.
I think you can
I'm a
understand
dragon
it as
now.
innately as you want to, and I'll send you the deed.
He's so making himself sick when we get back.
They turned me into a dragon. Do I look the same, Paul?
Yeah, you do to me.
Okay. Did
Did
you
you
see
eat
what I
something?
can do? Yeah, I ate that flower. It looks dangerous.
Well, it might have some magical properties to it. And now you can do that for who knows how long. Be careful with it, okay?
My father owned property.
What?
Yes, so, Kip, could we talk about some of those dangers you mentioned?
What?
Well, to be frank, the Feywild is wild, and Fey creatures are not always kind. Many of them live for mischief or evil doing. It is a place of power, mystery, and usually when those things exist, so do those who deign to use them. Not everyone we meet here will be kind, but it is beautiful and we should be careful.
So
but
beautiful. It's hard to
should-
imagine anything
like,
evil
you-
could exist here.
You were able to get back,
well,
you know, how did you get home? Get to us?
Well, I was born in a little cottage with my mothers, and my mothers raised me far away from everyone and everything. I'm not sure why, but I always believed it was because perhaps it was dangerous to go out alone. But we had a well on our land, and I found it, and I went into the well, and the well led to you. So I started passing between the two worlds using the well. I know that well should still be there if we were to find my home, but I don't know how to get there from here. This area, I've never been.
Oh, okay.
For a second there, I thought she was just gonna give us her whole biography. You know, she was like, "How did you get home?" And then she went, "Well, I was born at a cottage."
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, how do we get back? Because I don't like the smell of this place.
Well, she just said if we
It's like
find
we
that
gotta
well.
find a well.
Well then, let's find one.
There must be other ways.
Oh, I just mean there's probably a portal around here somewhere.
Maybe we should just pick a direction and walk that way together.
Just start looking under the rocks, you know.
Well,
Okay,
I
if you
don't
could
know
just
if a
hold
well
still
would
for
be
another
under a
7
rock.
minutes.
What do we see around us right now? Like specifically, is there any water that we can see or hear running?
There is a little, a tiny little river that is moving very slowly I guess, in a direction, since you don't know which way's which. And there is mostly just a forest that looks similar to the artwork, the larger artwork, with these kind of strange, twisting looking trees. There are times, I think, Kin, where you look and you see, a set of trees, you look back to the others and join the conversation and look back, and then you realize that those trees have shifted a little bit. Or did you turn around and you take a moment to kind of figure it out? It seemed the forest is more alive than a normal forest feels like it's alive, in that things are moving and shifting, but at the same time you're getting the sense that stuff isn't actively moving while you're looking at it. It's pretty difficult to keep your focus on any specific direction, but the river that is kind of moving, and it's not even a river, it's like a very thin looking rivulet with very clear looking water in it, strange little glowing creatures skittering across the surface, no fish, is the only thing that seems to stay relatively stable. Following that, either downriver or upriver is the one thing. Other than that, the forest is kind of odd and strange. In order to figure out some sort of direction to go that won't lead you astray, it's going to be quite difficult. I think everything that you guys would understand about a forest, regardless of how you learned it, is going to help you somewhat, but not entirely, because of the strange sort of alien territory that you find yourselves in. There's also strange animals here with strange habits and habitats, and these odd shifting trees and shrubbery. Heading directly into the den of a sort of terrible fey predator, or wandering underfoot of a giant treant that doesn't even know you're here, is totally possible. Kip, you can have relayed this as well if you want. And you're going to have to move kind of cautiously, carefully, and skillfully. So if you do pick a direction to head out onto, we're going to do a survival check as a group. And the DC for this is 15. And 8 times 15 is 120, I think. And this is the only one I worked out. So when you want to head out, that will be what it is. However, Kip and Dwin will have advantage due to a knowledge of the Feywild, and that's up to you, Dwin, because I know that you're from a place that borders on the Feywild, so...
Right. It is neither in the Feywilds or the prime material. It is, you could call it, it's more Fey than normal, so Feywild it is.
Yeah, and I'm willing to give you advantage if it makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Dwin would feel comfortable in this kind of place, whereas everyone else, yes, I think, would feel like you're half in a dream.
As comfortable as if I was in the prime material, yes.
Yeah, while you guys are discussing this, I think, Minotaur, you've cast this prayer of healing to give everyone a bit of a health boost, right?
Yeah, 22 for everyone.
Everyone got their Madonna
Thanks,
shots.
bro.
Oh,
That's pretty much all I've got, bro.
Feel really good here.
I still have some, so don't worry. If we need some healing, I can help out.
I can too.
Oh, do you have any food?
Let me take a look for you, bud.
Pa is PB's character. PB is Pa, but she
Yes.
currently has man flu.
I do have the flu. I'm so sorry. Did somebody ask me a question?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I don't have anything at the moment, and I'm not sure the flora here, if I can make anything out of it at the moment.
Okay,
I've got a few rations if you're really hungry.
Do you?
But how can you be hungry? You had a berry.
That was ages ago. I don't actually know how long ago that was.
24 hours or 48 or something ridiculous.
It's just stress. He just wants food for stress. He watched his best friend melt like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't.
Ray, you still got some bacon on you.
Oh, wow.
Bacon! No!
Wow, bro,
Ray
that was
is
pretty mean.
inconsolable now.
we
He will
bought
not
from the
move from where
Ray.
he is. He's sitting down and he's crying inconsolably. And we'll not move.
Dried rations of ham we bought from the shop before.
No, I cannot hear you.
Maybe we should give him a moment and discuss what we should do properly.
Yeah, he's gonna make a lot of noise though.
That's true.
He's wailing very loud.
I'm gonna give Ray some food. I'm gonna give Ray a ration. You say, here, buddy. Why don't you have one of these?
That quiets him down while he's eating it. Oh, it's so good. It's dry, but it's good.
It's okay, buddy.
They're there now.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah?
You're my friend, too.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean I got 2 friends in one day?
Well,
What am I? Am I not your friend?
Are you my friend too?
Of course I'm your friend.
I got 3 friends in a day.
I am surprised you can count that high.
it's
I know
okay,
he's
buddy.
crying
okay,
again, but
right?
it's happy crying.
Counted to 3.
Yeah,
Very proud of you, buddy.
that's how many fingers I'll have.
You have a lot more than 3 fingers, right?
You all?
Look at your hands. Count to 3. Uh-huh. And look at you have more sets of 3.
So where are we going?
I'd like to think he counts up to his int. No higher.
So, I don't know if everyone has noticed the trees, but they don't seem to stay where they're supposed to be.
Yes, I've been fascinated by it, actually. I'm wondering if we can just ask for directions. You think that's insane? Excuse me? Hello?
The trees?
What if it's dangerous?
It might be.
Well, in the stories, some of the trees are mean and some of them are friendly. Kip?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Are there
Any
mean
of you
trees?
speak tree?
Sylvan.
Or do you have the spell speak with plants? I think it's called speak with plants. Yeah.
Does Sylvan count? Because I speak Sylvan.
If you speak Sylvan, if the tree speaks Sylvan,
Okay.
then it might speak back. But these are not like awakened trees or treants. They're just they are normal trees. They're just fey wild normal trees. So you still need to be able to speak with plants.
Time to kill
or something.
Par and bring back Willow in.
Yeah, it would be really useful.
Just kidding.
Tuleva
I hear
would
a lot
also
of
have been able to
creaking.
speak with these trees.
I know.
but
Don't
unfortunately-
speak to me
Yeah.
about Deleva.
Oh,
Our fallen king. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm-
We're fine.
No
I'm
response.
not seeing the river move, so we can either go up river or down river.
I want to go towards that big mushroom tree.
Well,
GM.
All
That's
right.
downriver, let's say.
Is there any arcana, perception, nature, Feywild bullshit that I could use? Like, could I perceive with my experience in the Feywild a direction to go?
Yes, but it's going to be part of the fact that you have advantage on the group survival check,
Got it. Okay. Cool.
which is not just which direction should we go, but also how
Getting
you
lost?
how you do on the travel as you start moving through this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's as good a direction as any. I don't know how to tell which is best here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either, but that looks very interesting.
Okay.
Like, I've never seen
Alright.
anything like that in my whole life.
Heading downriver.
Is everybody feeling better?
I guess
Yes.
I'm okay to go.
Good to go.
Did you
That way
say
then.
mushrooms?
Yeah, look at that big tree. It looks like a mushroom.
So you think we could eat it?
Well, no, it's a tree. It's not an actual mushroom. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Things things are different here.
Probably find out.
We should probably find out.
Everyone roll survival. You have to beat 120.
Shit. Okay.
And Kip and Dwin have advantage.
Okay. Survival.
Uh-oh.
jeez.
There's no.
We have advantage. Murgles.
12.
Yeah, Mojo, you have advantage.
Nope.
Oh. Wow.
All right.
Nope.
Who wants to add all of these together?
We did not make it.
We did
Oh, you've already failed.
I'm rolled, yeah. I'm giving myself guidance.
Historic
I
failure.
don't think there's any way we can make it.
What do we need to beat?
120.
51, 54, 60, 65, 77, 85. Nope.
To get 120, we would all have needed to get 20, more or less.
So,
2, 4, 12.
the
More or
DC was
less.
15. I think you all had to get 15.
Yeah, we're not even close.
So you guys start walking. You head down river, and the walk feels like an eternity after a while. You feel like you got a little turned around, and even though you're following this small stream, everything around you shifts and moves in such a way that it starts to make you feel kind of dizzy. Slowly but surely, every now and then you move in and out of clearings or openings in the canopy that allow you to kind of refocus and notice that very large looking mushroom tree is still kind of in the direction of downstream of this river that you're following.
Excuse me, GM.
Yeah.
If we're on a long walk, I have an herbalism kit with me. Could I, by chance, be picking some herbs and stuff here and there and seeing if I can identify what's safe for us to eat?
You can, if you'd like to.
I would like to.
Okay. Roll me 2 d20s.
That feels dangerous.
12 and an 11.
A 12 and an 11. When you pick your first plant, it seems completely fine. It looks similar to something, whatever herbalist thing you're looking for, like the plant that you would find in any other forest in the material plane. And you pick it, grab it, whatever it is, looks like a buttercup or something, and you take it. Now, just for the back end of picking that one, roll me a d8.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are sort of slightly infatuated with Pa.
She is pretty great.
Yeah. You become magically infatuated with Pa after you picked this little buttercup looking thing. Later on, you're walking along and you pick some other plants. So some of them are just kind of very similar to the herbs and things that you're looking for, but at one point you pick something that does something else. Hang on. I'm on the wrong thing again. This one is this is sick. Fuck. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. You got it. What did you pick?
Well, I've got an herbalism kit, right? So I imagine that it's got some like tweezers and some like, you know, the kind of like different kinds of ways to cut leaves and like a garden shear kind of thing, you know. And this big minotaur has this little herbalism kit, and I'm being really delicate. So I imagine that I probably picked some kind of a flower because I thought it looked pretty and I wanted to get it for Bar.
Yeah. Let's see here then. So I think forget it. I was going to do something, but my thing doesn't work very well. Yeah, you pick it, and as you pick this flower, you pull up the root of this thing, and underneath it, the roots have curled into a small kind of spherical shape. The roots are kind of a ball. Inside the ball, there's a little light moving around really quickly. And for a moment, you shake some of the dirt off from the bottom of this flower, and the roots open up. The little light flies out. It moves around you really quickly, sprinkling all of this kind of dust and these strange little sparkles over you. You hear a kind of a very small, tiny voice say,
"Thank you for freeing me."
I pounce for it.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
I'm definitely gonna try to grab Dwin.
All right.
I pounce for it.
Oh, wow.
It's shiny and I want it.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna kill Tinkerbell.
Yeah, do you want to kill it?
I don't know.
I'm definitely trying to stop Dwin if I saw Dwin try to do this.
Dwin grabs it. Like, you're not gonna beat how quick he is, and also you're like covered in this thing. Like, you probably sneeze as Dwin grabs the pixie. Dwin, you feel a prick in your hand, and you turn into an actual cat. Like, you shrink that cat. Which one is that, PB?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. You turn into Pumpkin. You are now. He shrinks down into a cat.
Oh
no! And Sacred, this pixie flies up out of this cat's paw. She turns invisible and vanishes. And this is what you get, okay, Sacred? You now have the Magic Initiate feat. But you can only you can only choose spells from the Sorcerer spell list, okay?
Holy shit!
Amazing!
That's amazing!
I'm sorry, I can only choose spells from the magic.
What level?
Whoa,
What level is it?
no.
Level
For those of us
I mean, it's
who
just
are
whatever he
deemed in
wants. He
challenge.
just gets the Magic Initiate feat at this point.
Dirt.
I know. Now, I'm going to say that, like, most of the shit on here isn't great for you, but that one is really good. I didn't even know it was on here. It's sick. So just, do with that what you will, however you want to interpret that happening. It's fucking dope. Sacred is OP as fuck. So a feat is a little mini kind of ability. You usually get them on a level up. Instead of doing your ability score improvement, you can take a feat. You'd like Google D&D feats and look at the huge list of them. Magic Initiate basically gives it. This is what Ty has the Magic Initiate feat. I think you get a single spell and a single cantrip, or maybe 2 cantrips from it. It's really good. So it's boosted him his arcane ability. This pixie has given you a boost of arcane ability. Now you've been polymorphed, however, and let me just see how long you're polymorphed for, because it casts polymorph on you.
On me or just on Dwin?
On Dwin.
Okay.
You got the massive boon. You're a cat for an hour. So let's say you're a cat the entire time that this travel is going on.
Can I carry Dwin? Can I pick him up?
No, I'm carrying him.
You're 2 feet
Carl
tall.
literally has him in her hands.
Nobody should touch anything. Yes? Agreed?
Oh, I
Is
agree.
he stuck like that?
I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna walk over to Par and say, hey, Par, I got this for you.
Oh, what is that? Does it have some sort of magical or medicinal property, or would you like me to make something with it, or try to do a spell?
Well, I don't know. I do feel pretty tingly after I plucked it from the ground, but I think maybe it had something to do with that nice
you okay?
little lady
Sneeze.
that flew away.
Sneeze. Can you sneeze?
I can't sneeze on command,
Oh. I poke
but I
him.
do feel kind of tingly.
Oh, okay. Darn it. I just wanted to see if maybe something
I
magical
just thought the
has happened.
flower looked really pretty, and I
Oh, it does look very
I just
pretty.
thought of you.
I'll put it in my hair. Thank you.
Well,
And I
You're
twirl
welcome.
around.
Holding twin.
Yeah.
Stop touching things!
Is he gonna be normal again?
No more touching!
He is
I
really
have-
I mean, the
cute.
cat's not abnormal.
So,
Oh.
you are slightly infatuated with Par until you leave the Feywilds. Magic Initiate is forever.
Oh my god.
After
wow.
a while,
So good.
you guys walk for a long time while this happens at some point along the journey here. You do eventually walk into a clearing in front of you. There is at the center of this clearing is the first time you see something that looks quote unquote man-made. There's like a bunch of stone ruins that are surrounded by all of these overgrown berry bushes. The clearing itself is surrounded by enormous tree roots that splinter off into smaller tree roots that splinter off into even smaller tree roots. As you enter into this clearing and start moving towards the tree roots, you recognize that you're actually underneath that enormous looking mushroom tree. It looked as if it was miles and miles away at one point, and now you find yourselves underneath it. But it's still quite far away. It's still a huge tree, like a skyscraper looking thing, with the roots spreading out and moving around this clearing. As you start to walk closer and closer to the roots, they get bigger and smaller and shift and move as you move towards them. One thing that happens is that you failed your survival check. So everyone here takes a point of exhaustion, but this is arcane fatigue, and all exhaustion gained while in the Feywild can only be removed after exiting the Feywild.
Oh, fuck.
Unless you are Kip or Dwin, who can recover exhaustion in the normal ways, like resting or whatever ways you can clear exhaustion. So you guys have
That's
a
insane.
permanent point of exhaustion, and should bear in mind that being in the Feywild for a really long time and being this deep into some area of the forest that's so deep that there isn't like even Eladrin or any sort of people and things that you can, or like towns or cottages or anything, will slowly exhaust you, material, plain people, to death. So everyone 1 point of exhaustion. I think those of you that aren't Kip and Dwin would feel this fatigue settling over you. It's like the body rejecting an invading virus. This Feywilds is almost rejecting you somewhat, and I think you get that sense. Like while the place is pleasant and beautiful, there is also a secondary sense of you being unwelcome here or uninvited, maybe. So because you literally arrived via the Thor Marvel Bifrost without an invite to this particular area of the Feywilds. So you find yourself in a clearing surrounded by trees. This tree's roots, they're high enough for you to walk underneath. And as you get closer and closer to the roots, they start to obscure the view of the ruins ahead of you with these kind of berries. But the ruins seem to be like the only man-made thing that you've seen for a while to aim towards, such as a well, a portal well.
Oh, Dwin. Get off of Par.
Ow!
I
There
don't
you
know
go.
about you, but I could use a cat nap.
It's probably a good idea for us to take some time.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired myself, to be honest. The whole day was very overwhelming.
It was. I can keep a lookout while everyone sleeps, but I don't know.
I don't know if we should rest
where-
too long.
And I don't know where it's safe to do that here.
Hey,
I see.
Jim.
Yes. The place you want to rest is the stone ruins, yes.
Right. Point of order. The mechanical monk, his name is Kin.
Kin?
Yes. He does not need to sleep, right?
No.
So he has likely never felt exhaustion before.
Correct.
That's true. Yeah, I think this is. I
This
imagine
isn't
for
sleep
Kin.
tired though. This is whatever.
Is he just getting really squeaky?
Yeah, I don't know how this manifests for you in particular.
I think it probably feels like weight on top of me. I don't think I've really ever noticed too much about my own body or anything else like that. But I think it feels like I'm just being dragged down a little bit.
That's interesting.
I probably feel the bits of the dragon bone armor stuff. It maybe it's uncomfortable. And I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know how to explain what I'm feeling. So I'm probably moving in a very more unnatural way than I usually would. Like the Monty Python School of Funny Walks, or Silly Walks, if you've ever seen that. I'm doing all those, trying to figure out what's wrong with me.
He's been doing it for like the last half an hour of walking.
Are you okay there, Kin?
I don't know. I don't know. And he's really focused on his movement, trying to understand. He's not really
I'm gonna keep an eye on Kin, just to make sure he's okay.
You know, when we first got here, I felt really nice, and then, well, Gwyn turned into a small cat, and now I'm really tired, and I don't know what Ray ate, but, did he say that he could... Did he... Maybe we should take a nap.
Yeah, if we can find somewhere safe, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, did I see... What did I see come out of that burp?
Everyone saw it. It was like them people that do the fire eating and then go woof in the middle of the night.
See?
Whoa!
Like, he's kind of a dragon, and Dwin was a regular... we gotta get out
Mind
of
your
here.
words.
Also,
Yeah, we definitely have to get out of here, and we gotta be careful not to eat anything or touch anything. Or what's that?
No.
Wander over to some flora.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
I'm not touching it. I'm just looking.
Ray, touch
I'm not-
that!
I think
Ray
I'm just gonna
picks
have
it up immediately, whatever it is, and
here.
Oh no! Don't touch that. Okay, but
Yeah,
now
we
that you've
shouldn't.
already touched it, how do you feel?
he smells it.
Okay, I wouldn't have suggested that either, but now that you've done
licks
it, what did it smell like? Oh,
It
did you just eat it? Did you just put it in your mouth? Don't you put it in your mouth?
It. Do I not put? You want me to eat it?
No,
It eats the
no,
Might be
flower.
dangerous.
no, Ray, I said don't do that.
flower.
Do not eat it.
Okay, but now that he's eaten it,
But now
how
that
do
you
feel?
have, what did it taste like and how do you feel?
And more fire comes out.
I
Dive out the
would
way, of
be...
course.
So no change.
I
Got
would
it.
advise against eating the random wildlife here. They don't like it very much.
Who say?
The wildlife.
Oh,
The trees
No,
here
it was
and
just
the
a plant.
flowers. And you're just a dog thing.
I'm a minotaur!
Ray looks at Dwayne and he looks very confused and he says, "Who are you?"
What?
Well,
I'm me.
That's your friend.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Well,
I don't think so. Have we met before?
when I met you, you were together. You came into Stone Town together.
I
it
like
is indeed
stones.
the same cat.
You said that day. You said, I like stones, and
Yeah.
Gwyn was there.
Is that the cat that I walked into town with?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the same cat. Yes.
He can talk.
Yeah, he's always talked. Are you?
We know if this is the plant or just Ray.
It's just Ray.
Just Ray.
Look, I don't
he
think
has
we should
always
eat
been like
anything else, and I think we should.
Speaking of stones,
maybe
there's
rest.
a collection over there. It looks like they're made by someone. I
I'm
don't
gonna have a.
know if it's a building or what. Probably start walking over in that direction.
If you say stones, I will follow him to the stones.
You're all walking.
Yes.
I sat.
Oh, you leave Min behind?
It's not too far away, is it?
Is it? Yeah. How far is that?
Like, are we just right in front
Feywild
of the building?
distance. Everything
Okay, if they-
doesn't look as close or as far away, but it looks like it's just you have to go under some of these huge tree roots, and it appears to be in the middle of the clearing on the other side of all of these tree
If
roots.
they get beyond seeing, I would get up and follow.
Perfect.
I'd be too
All
scared.
of them walk underneath the tree roots, and everyone shrinks down to the size of about 2 feet tall. Well, this is what happens. Whoever is the tallest shrinks to 2 feet tall, and the rest of you shrink proportionally.
Oh my god! No!
So
that means
away
Ray is
you
now-
go with your height.
Wait. Oh my god. Whack, help me.
So Ray is
Help-
10 foot
help me
tall.
what? Ray is
I'm
10 foot tall.
2 feet. You're roughly 1/3 of that, right? Because you're like,
Yeah, I'm 3'5" or something
you're like
ridiculous.
8. You're like
4
9
foot.
inches
I'm like
tall.
2
Just
foot
make it easy
something.
and do 4 feet.
I'm shorter than Pa.
You're
I thought
both
we were the
like
same
9
size.
inches ish. I'm 2 feet. Sacred's like 1
No, you're
foot
4 feet.
9.
I'm like 1 foot 2 inches. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Really though? Okay.
I don't know. He's bigger.
What happened to us?
I don't know, but everything just got way bigger.
All of you, who was behind Min and Minotaur, just
The whole
see them
world
step
got
under
so
this
much
thing,
bigger.
and then they just disappear.
We get smaller.
Oh, I guess that makes way more sense, Par. You're so smart.
Where Minotaur? Where'd they go?
Whoa! Is that Min? Can we see her?
Ray, I look Ray in the eyes. I
Yeah,
can look
we're at
Ray
the
in
same
the
height now.
eyes.
Passing back under the roots doesn't reverse it.
What? It's like, can we see Min?
Yeah, Min and Minotaur look big.
We're like straight out of Home Alone right now.
I'm alone.
I'm sorry, you know what I meant.
Honey, I Shrunk the
Honey,
Kids.
I Shrunk the Kids.
Thank you.
You're not that miniature, but you're pretty fucking small, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, what?
Minotaur is like 6 inches taller than me, yeah?
Stars.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm 2 foot. Yeah, probably 2.5
Come
foot.
up to her.
Ray?
You got big.
No.
You
all got
really
small.
Me?
Everyone, look.
You.
Pa?
Wow, bro, you're my big bro now, in more ways than one.
I appreciate the irony or poetry, but this is a problem.
This could be a problem.
Sort of high five.
High five, bro.
Ouch. Cool.
Does nobody care that you're the size of mice now? What?
Nice.
How did this happen?
Nobody move. Everyone hold still.
Can you pick me up like a baby? I've never had that before.
I pick him up like a baby, and I kind of
This is the
cradle him,
happiest moment of my life.
and I'm looking down, and then okay, now don't eat anything else.
I nuzzle into her and immediately fall asleep. This is the most comfortable I've ever been.
Oh, okay. Well, he's sleeping.
Does it seem like she's talking slower or lower? Her voice is so deep.
No, it's you.
I look up and stare at her in jealousy.
The coin shines. Is an enormous
How
coin.
tall is Pa?
Trying to. What the f?
Did we figure it out?
That's the. How tall is Pa?
Yeah.
Someone else who can do math has to do it because I'm fine.
I mean, you're less than a foot tall, like half.
You're 9 inches tall.
I'm like an actual Tinkerbell now.
Oh, you're 9 inches tall.
No.
There you go.
9 inches.
I definitely know what 9 inches looks like.
Yeah, I definitely have the reference for 9 inches too. Yeah,
exactly what
Brad.
9 inches
Yep.
Like a nail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that big, right?
So, how do we fix them? Minotaur, they're really small.
Oh, we need to stop doing things here. Everything is bad.
Who is the tallest now?
Well, I don't know if we can stop doing things if we're trying to get home,
DM.
big bro.
DM, who is it?
Barely hear you guys now. You're so far down there and so.
Well, I can yell if you need me to, man.
I crawl up onto Min's shoulder and perch on her head.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
Can we ride Min?
Hi, twin.
No, no riding Min.
No, I mean, can I ride on your shoulder?
Okay.
Let me be on one
Oh,
shoulder.
Min, they've been turned into simpletons as well.
Yell at each other across your shoulders.
Good angel and bad angel. I make biscuits on her head and make a fucking mess.
I grabbed Dwyn by the scruff of his neck.
You're too short.
Everyone calm down.
Yeah, I don't know. You're still 1 foot or whatever you are, so you can't actually reach up to being 5 foot tall.
True, that is true. 2 foot, 2.5 foot.
Right, this is.
Ken
This
is walking around.
Yeah.
He's walking around like a broken toy.
Yeah, you look like a little clockwork toy.
Like a toy shoulder.
Okay. Are you all here? There's like one on my head, one on each shoulder. I'm cradling Ray.
Yes, we're all here.
Okay.
Lead away.
Right.
This is the bad
Well, if we go in there again, will we get even smaller?
Well, we might.
Don't go in there
We
again.
probably shouldn't do that, though. That could be really
Going
dangerous.
in there.
Do you think it'll wear off?
I hope so.
I also hope so.
I mean, maybe there's an herb for this. No, wait.
No.
Don't
No
even
more
have
herbs.
I can have a look around.
Bad idea. Nope.
Not here.
Well, I have my herbalism kit. Oh, wow. Wow, the petals are so much bigger now. That could be a problem.
Boy.
Or it could,
Yeah.
I wonder if we were to collect things, then when we get bigger, do our things get bigger as well?
I don't know.
It has to be magic.
Right, but how do we? Can
Obviously.
we?
Brad, can I see any structures from where we are?
Yes. You can see if you look and peer underneath the, because you're small enough, look underneath the roots of the thing. And those of you that are small can look through the roots, and some parts of the roots of the tree shift, and some shrubs move out of the way. And you actually see through there what looks like a very small well, I'm not going to use small or large here because it's going to look completely fucking different in size for all of you. But what you see is a tree stump with windows on it and a little garden next to it. A tiny little kind of farmhouse almost. There is a sort of chimney over a part thatched roof, part tree stump with a little smoke rising up out of it. Hey, maybe whoever lives there can help.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, I could try and knock on the door.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god.
Okay, I'll go see if we can make some friends.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I'll go with you. I'm going with him.
Well, there's a little house thing in there, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh. Okay.
Be careful.
Will do, bro.
Just yeah. Be careful.
Yeah, you're gonna watch to see if they shrink again as they cross into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
You don't shrink again.
I'm a little disappointed. I've lived my life as a really big guy, but wanted to try out the really small guy.
Yeah.
But this is okay. Well, I didn't shrink again, so that's a thing, I guess.
Who's going
Yeah, but you're much smaller
to the
than we normally are.
repurposed tree stump with a garden around it?
Oh, wow, look at this garden.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
we're
lush.
out here.
Okay. The small people are heading in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna, if there's a door, I'm gonna go knock on it.
Yeah, you guys start marching underneath these roots. It takes a little while as you move across. Like, there's actually, you realize there's a small kind of pathway that you can follow around. The area around you almost looks like a kind of a home in someone's garden that you've wandered through, and then eventually you actually see that there is carrots, cabbages, turnips, parsnips, herbs growing. There are little strawberry patches next to the cottage. You can see a sign which has kind of got crudely written Sylvan on it. And who was it that speaks Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan.
Those of you that can speak Sylvan would read that it vaguely translates to Acorn Bottom. And there is a little snail sitting on the sign which is munching on a strawberry. As you get close to the building, or well, the tree stump that's a repurposed tree stump, you can see inside a window quite clearly, 2 large circular windows, and in there you see a badger sitting in a rocking chair, knitting socks by a fire. She's sort of humming slightly, and yeah, the area around this tree stump really does start to feel like, as you get closer to it and the perspective shifts away from all of the roots and the enormous tree above you, the stones that were part of this clearing just seem to be so far away now that you can't even see them. Do you still walk up and knock on the door?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You hear a kind of a movement from inside, and eventually this badger comes to the doorway. Let's see here.
My God! I had this exact image
Badger.
as my wallpaper for a while.
This badger with glasses on opens the door, and as she opens this door, she looks over each of you and blinks a few times before saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were Pauline. I wasn't expecting guests today."
Oh no, my name's Sacred. Nice to meet you.
I'm Par. Nice to meet you.
Oh, good to meet you. Yeah.
Wait, we don't understand her, do we?
You all understand her. There is a bunch of fragrances emanating out from the kitchen, and after your long walk, you can smell this sort of mouth-watering scent of what smells kind of like maybe buttery biscuits being baked.
Wow.
She says, "Well, if you'd like to come in, I've got biscuits, strawberry biscuits."
Hey, that sounds really great. You're really nice. What's your name?
I'm Fern.
Oh, nice to meet you, Fern.
Oh my God! I love your name.
Well, come on in, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. And what was out in the garden behind the blueberries?
Strawberries.
No. Oh, really?
Irises.
Oh. Okay.
What brings you to Acorn Bottom?
Well, we kind of got sent here by some pretty mean little kobold guys. And,
They used magic and they teleported us here. It was
Yeah.
very scary. Very frightening.
Oh dear.
And we don't know how to get back. So we were hoping maybe you had some directions.
Directions to get back to the kobolds that...
No,
Well,
just where we're from.
just to our world.
And where's that?
Have you ever heard of Ever-Earth?
No.
Oh. Well, do you know of anyone who would know how to handle travel?
Well, Pauline knows just about everything, but you'll have a hard time getting a straight answer out of her.
Okay.
I suppose you could try and find Ezra, but I really don't get on with him.
I'm so sorry, I have a question for you.
Vincent. Vincent might know. He's quite a shrewd old fox.
Oh my god, he's a literal... Help me. Would you happen to know, to Faye Eladrin named Solaris and Kaleniel?
What is a Phaeladrin?
Alright, thank you so much for your time.
I also have a question. When we crossed into the forest, we shrank, and we don't know why.
Yes. Well, it certainly has a curious habit of shrinking visitors to match the inhabitants of the area here.
Makes total sense.
There is a potion to reverse it if you would like.
Have a question.
Absolutely.
Oh God. Well,
yes,
is there any other? I can't drink.
Does it require any herbs or anything I could help with? I have an herbalism kit.
Well, I suppose, really what it takes
I just don't want to put you out. If you need some help, I'm happy to help.
I need some, what I do need is mushrooms.
Okay. If you describe them, maybe we can help.
Yes. Well, I'll make the potion, and you can collect the mushrooms. The mushrooms are for me, and the potion's for you.
Sure. Sounds like a great deal.
Do you have a litter box?
And is there any other option other than a potion? Because our friend here can't have potions.
I can't drink things.
I need
suppose
to
we could
use
try
litter
and
box.
Pour it on him.
Oh, okay.
See if that
makes
works.
sense. We could try that.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know where any of these mushrooms grow or where we can find them?
Well, I was heading over to the 2 trees over yonder. You see those 2 trees over there? They won't move around too much. Between there, you'll find all of the mushrooms that there are available. There are lots of different mushrooms. Some of them are rather poisonous. I wouldn't suggest picking those ones. Some of them are rather strange. They'll have you seeing all sorts of oddities. And some of them are the precise mushrooms that I need. Now, are you ready? The ones that I need are a boobin cap.
Boobin cap?
A teat warmer.
Boobin cap. A teat warmer.
2 cup caps.
Cup caps.
2 cup caps.
And a bra shroom.
And a bra shroom.
Okay? Read it back.
Sorry. One more time.
A boobin cap.
Mm-hmm.
A teat warmer.
Mm-hmm.
2 cup caps.
Okay.
And a bra shroom.
So 2 cup caps.
Yes, I would have gone over there this morning, but it was rather slippery. All the mud.
Slippery.
The mud on the way there. Be careful of the mud on the way there.
Could we get a small
Now,
description?
these mushrooms, would you say that they're kind of squishy?
Yes, mushrooms are quite squishy.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, do you have a litter box in here or no?
A box.
A litter box.
I suppose I could find a box around here somewhere.
Where do you shit?
Something to...
Probably
I tend to
outside,
sit in
Gwen.
this rocking chair in front of the fire.
No,
If you need a seat, we can... I mean, you could sit in my seat for a while.
Do you have a restroom?
Oh, yes. Just head out the front door.
Okay.
And
I
then
mean...
into the thick patch of shrubbery.
Right. Makes sense for a badger, I suppose. I look around. Is there anything shiny in here?
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that's shiny in here, I guess.
What's the shiniest thing
It
here?
has little brass cups that are kind of shiny. She's got kind of rudimentary looking knives and forks that are, some are wooden, some are brass made. One looks like it's made entirely of pure diamond.
Okay.
There's a tea kettle, which is a very modern looking Brita tea kettle.
In the washroom?
Does it have the logo and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I note these things down.
There's nothing like coins or golden idols to demonic overlords. There's Kin. He looks like a little toy right now.
So do I.
Oh, but then your relative, yeah.
A diamond knife, you said.
There's a diamond knife, yeah.
I look at the knife and I tell the badger, hey, what is the story behind this knife over here?
Oh, that, yes, I found that once when I was out finding my own herbs.
You found a knife in a herb patch?
Well, I found it all the way over on the back by Ezra's garden, where I don't tend to often go anymore.
Oh, who is Ezra exactly?
Oh, he's an old owl. I don't quite trust him.
Oh, I see.
Oh, why don't you trust him?
Gives me the creeps.
Oh, okay. Well, I know some of us were pretty tired, but
Oh
we
yes,
should
we'll
probably
make yourselves at home. If you'd like to sit over here, you can make yourselves at home by the fire over there. I'll start work on the soup.
But maybe we can start trying to find those mushrooms for you.
Oh yes, yes. So you
Do
just
you have
head
a
out
general
by the
idea?
window. He opens the door a little bit and then points in the opposite direction where she originally sent you. Oh, those two trees over there, over yonder. You see those two trees? They won't move around.
Yeah. Okay. And all of them, all of the mushrooms are over by there?
All of the mushrooms. There's so many mushrooms over there.
But the ones that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll head over there and try and get you some mushrooms.
Before we do, can we get what colors are each of the mushrooms?
Yes. Well, good luck then. And she pats you on the bum, each of you, as you step out the door.
As I leave, I try and grab the knife with my tail.
Yeah, give me a sleight of tail check.
Okay. If I want to use my inspiration, do I have to say it before or after the roll?
Before.
I use my inspiration for it. 18.
18. Easy. Yeah, you pocket the diamond knife.
Such a dick.
Okay. It is rolled up in my tail like a fruit by the loop.
Yeah.
And then it just goes into my robe.
The door closes behind you, and you hear the clattering of pots and pans as Fern begins preparing the soup/potion to make you guys big again. However, the clearing or the trees that you're heading towards are inside of Acorn Bottom, and the kind of huge garden that is part of this magical shrunken clearing that you're in. AKA the other
Sure.
two need to come inside.
Yeah, I'll probably walk over to my big bro and Min. Shh, Ray's sleeping. Okay, well, we met this really nice badger lady, and she's gonna work on a potion to make us bigger, but
Okay.
we're gonna do her a favor and get some mushrooms. If you guys want to help, you can come in. You'll shrink down, but she says she can help us and make us, tall again.
Do you trust her?
Yeah, she seems really nice. She was really nice.
Kip, do you trust
her? Biscuits smelled amazing.
Biscuits?
Did someone say biscuits?
I wonder if she puts rosemary in there.
Oh.
Rosemary and butter.
Can you?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Okay.
You point me in the right direction.
Yeah, buddy. We just need to do a favor for a friend, and then we can have some biscuits and we can make us all big again.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna put you down now, Ray.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
For the
Pick
snuggles.
mushrooms. Do we have a mushroom song? Can we sing a song about mushrooms while we're picking mushrooms?
Sure. And I'm gonna walk forward. I assume my shrink.
Shrink down.
Am I
to
gonna be
your relative.
5 inches tall?
Yes.
I think it's 1/5 of your normal height, so that'd be 6 inches for you, right?
Hello.
No, it's his character.
Oh.
Look at Orcus doing that.
I honestly have no idea how tall Peachy is in real life either. Which is the funniest thing about that.
5'3".
5'6", maybe.
It's adorable.
Maybe.
On a good day.
Depends if I'm wearing my lifts.
Mushroom song.
Yeah, the two of you shrink down and you see the area that Fern the Badger kind of referred to as Acorn Bottom, which is also the kind of grounds around it and some of the shifting and moving shrubbery and roots, as well as the two trees that are now slightly further away than they were when she pointed them out to you, that she designated as the area where the mushrooms were to be picked from. Is that where you're heading over to?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a snail looking at you as you guys go. And you guys all start heading towards these trees, and the snail is kind of watching you all go from the top of the sign that says Acorn Bottom in Sylvan. She blinks her eye stalks slowly at you.
Mushroom for the badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. For the badger, 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 badger.
You guys are doing this as you're all walking along, and you're heading. Your route starts to head a little uphill behind where Fern's stump is, surrounded on 3 sides by these woods. You finally recognize the 2 trees that you're heading towards, and you find the mushroom hollow. There's a bunch of mushrooms growing all out of the foliage here, but as you kind of crest the hill, you see that it's almost like a little small gully. There are mushrooms of all different shapes and sizes, all different colors. Some of them are glowing, some of them are dark, some of them are puffing out kind of spores, and they line the sides of this gully, running up all of the trees and running up all of the some of them poking out of mud and dirt, some of them growing on the sides of the rock of the kind of crevasse that you're looking at. Everyone make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
A wisdom saving throw.
11.
Yes.
22.
15.
It sounds like dancing music. We might be dancing here forever.
Alright.
I hate dancing.
Oh no! Well, that's a 1d4, thank God. They should give me a heart attack.
Who rolled under a 14?
Me.
I did.
Everyone just shouted at me.
Dwayne,
Min.
Kip, Min,
I rolled a
King.
15.
Kip, did you roll with advantage? Because you're an
Do I get to roll with advantage? Oh yes, so do I.
She did it with
do whatever
advantage.
you want,
She got
walk on water and fly and...
And only Min, Kin, and... Or if she doesn't get advantage.
Min, Kin, and Pa doesn't get advantage. No, that's a
I don't
15
get
for that.
advantage.
It's the left-hand one. So Min and Dwin.
No, I
Min and
also.
Min
Min and
and
Kin.
Kip are the ones that get advantage for being in here.
Right.
Yeah, but he says it's
I saw
for
an
under 14.
8 for Dwin. That's why I didn't do the first one.
Yes, sorry.
Do you all have disadvantage on this because you're all exhausted?
No.
No.
Not on the saving throw.
That's ability
That's
checks,
ability
yeah.
checks,
Ability
okay.
checks.
Okay, so who is it?
Phew.
Who are the two?
Min, Kin. And I think that's it.
Okay, Min and Kin. As you get closer and closer to this place, the urge to dance with one another overtakes you.
Question?
And
Oh my god.
you begin to do a wonderful waltz.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if
I start
am
dancing with them.
Oh, are we dancing now?
They're dancing, just the two of them.
Feel like
As far as the rest of us are concerned, the world peels away from the two of you. The others are not dancing with you as the two of you dance into this gully, this mushroom hollow. The two of you waltzing, dancing, spinning one another, catching one, doing the thing where you go like that and back up and then turn. As the two of you are dancing around down the hollow here, the mushrooms all around you are glowing and lighting up like a wonderful ballroom of lights and color. Some of the ones that an explosion of light like fireworks exploding above you. The kind of aurora borealis that's spreading out in the night sky shifts and changes rainbow colors. The trees are kind of dancing along with you as you two are spinning and moving and dancing. Those of you that did pass the wisdom saving throw, unfortunately for you,
roll initiative.
Not only is it roll initiative, but these two are on the Dryads side. And when we come back next week, you'll see everything that's going on for real. Because they've been charmed and they start doing flips and kicks and firing arrows and shit. And we'll call it there. Oracle's Rare.
Well done.
And that is Oracle's Rest.
So happy.
Viewers.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's so magical.
This is a tangent off of a tangent off of the quest that you're actually on. Because when we...
I can't believe this. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
I can't believe this is just you not trying at all.
This is... this is
incredible.
actually...
It's ridiculous.
So good, dude.
I mean, a lot...
Yeah.
When we do this Saturday campaign, we play this on a Saturday usually, and the group of us, and whoever, there's a couple of other people that can jump in and out as well. So sometimes there's a bunch of us, sometimes there's a few of us. A lot of the time I will just grab random adventures from the DM's Guild or whatever. A bunch of them, like there's a thing called the Adventurers League. So you've actually played through a few Adventurers League campaigns and started a few of them, and I have a few, and I will take them and I will twist them and adjust them, or just grab bits from them and throw them at you, which makes this a lot easier for me to run than if I was to just have to invent everything every week.
Yep.
Yeah, this one is, I had to do another. So the thing that actually happened is that they picked a quest which was to go and mop up the remnants of a bandit group and a bunch of cultists that they actually dealt with already. They dealt with the main leader of a bunch, like a cult. This was ages. This is before even like Orcish and Maya were even in it. This was like last year. They dealt with a bunch of bandits, and then the mayor said, "Hey, the remnants of those bandits are on the outskirts of town. So I've got a quest if you wanted to go and deal with it." So they went, "Okay, yeah, we'll do that." They headed out of town, but at the same time, Abe, Dave's character has a sickness that they were like, we can fix this, I think. We just have to figure it out. So they looked into like how to fix it. And in looking for the cure for this thing, they ended up in the Underdark, activated a whole other thing where they've been rowing on boats through an Underdark set of canals for fucking ages until eventually they basically get to the culmination of this whole fucking thing in this tower. They were walking up the stairs of this thing, and then we did this, and Dave was like, I'm not available on Wednesday. So I was like, fuck. So now I was like, what do I do? So I just literally had the fucking Kobold Chieftain open the Bifrost and send you into another quest in the Feywild. And now you have to get out of the Feywild, which is what so you're on a tangent of a of a quest that is just you mopping up the previous quest thing.
That is so Oracle's breath.
So insane.
It's not even funny.
And then we were like, hey everyone, this is what's happening now. So like the odds of anyone fucking following anything that's going on is insane. You know, like all of you have been, you're like level like 3, 4, and 5, I think. And you've been playing this. We did like 6 months of the campaign last year, and then we started it up again a few months ago here. And it's just fucking crazy, the idea that anyone would watch this and follow it. But hopefully it was vaguely enjoyable.
Chat was saying they liked jumping in the middle of the story, so
right, yeah.
seems like they enjoyed it.
I tried to sum it up. Like I
For
made
watching.
the point of me saying this was like
Yeah, I
season
feel like
2,
you did
episode
with
175.
the trailers.
The beginning was great. It was so great.
I just hit a bunch of points of things that happened because some of them don't mean anything.
It gave me such nostalgia.
It gave me background because I jumped in like, you know, like maybe a couple months ago.
You're a season 2 additional cast member.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the cookie bit was such a
cookie.
sad quest. Oh my god.
Quest was
It was.
You did get magical cookies at the end of it, which was dope.
I know, but it was heartbreaking. At what cost, Brad?
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So yeah, this was kind of other than that, this was really honestly, this is how we play this game. Like it really didn't feel any different to how we normally.
Yeah, Peachy's
Do you usually have ice cream?
Less drinking.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, I
Missed ice
shouldn't have
cream
sugar
today.
right now. But yeah, ice cream sounds great. I'm
Well-
hungry, guys. This is a big deal.
Donuts?
I haven't been hungry in 2
Ice
days.
cream? Yay.
Probably not sugar, but
Yeah.
Have some soup
Yeah.
and bread.
yeah.
Soup and bread.
Biscuits. Get some
Sounds good.
biscuits.
And still, no
that
one has
sounds
asked
so
Ray
Rosemary
about
biscuits.
his name.
Amazing to me.
Love it. Dude.
No one has asked me.
No one has ever
where
asked
that
him about his
comes
name.
from.
In character, they
That's
just went,
where
your
we
name's
end.
Ray?
We'll see
Okay.
you guys next week.
And that's the end of it. We're not doing shout outs, but because there's so many of us, fuck it. But
Yep, fuck it.
there are
Thank
links
you for being here.
in the
And
chat.
we have a shill show
and
on
the pod
Sunday.
and stuff.
Show.
It's this Sunday.
The
Yes.
shill show is this Sunday at
I heard there was a
Amazon
shill
at
show
9.
on Sunday.
What are we doing,
At
Wack?
9?
You tell us.
Well, I got to check.